Hello and welcome to Darth Snoogan's Tool Reviews. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the carded retro version of Lady Jaye. Example 2 of how to ruin a female figure. They got so much flack for this version and the face sculpt. This one never really bothered me that much. Yeah, she's kind of plain looking, but she's military. What do they expect her to look like? A glam model? I don't know. I don't really understand the hate this one got so much. So to rectify it, they give us this repaint where they add makeup to her face. And look at this awful artwork here. I'm sorry. That lifeless face here. They might as well just, I don't know. I like the color better. I like that it's the more classic colors. And honestly, I don't really have any problem with either figure. It's just I don't know how to explain my thoughts here on this. It's just not great. They gave us this version first. And yeah, it's, they updated it, gave it some more modern look. Gave her the camera thing on her backpack versus, the old camcorder style, which, whatever. I didn't care that much for this. The updates didn't bother me all that much. I saw a lot of people talking about this one when it came out, and they made her look like a man, and I'm like, it's such petty nonsense. It's a solid figure. The face sculpt's not great. I don't care about that there's really no makeup on it. It's just kind of a very boring face. I don't know that this one really made that much of a difference. Yeah, it's basically a similar sculpt. I don't think it's the exact same sculpt. They just added some makeup to her. Otherwise, the figure itself is the exact same sculpt. Just some different coloring. I prefer, I think, the darker green. I mean, I like the vintage style, but I like the two-tone with the dark patches. There's same amount of like gray as far as on the jacket and on the shoulders. Now, this one is missing that strap that goes across. We get a lot less accessories with this. So, I don't really know how we're winning with this second figure. This is a good example of why. This was not one that I really wanted. I picked this up just because I wanted to compare it to this one. I got it at a discount store. I'm not even 100% sure what I paid for it. It was in the $10 to $12 range. I struggled. I was thinking about getting it through Walmart.com, but then I would have had to pay shipping. And yeah, I just went ahead and picked one up. Why not? Package is all beat up. I don't care. I'm going to rip it out of the package anyway, so we can look at it compared to this one. Now, this one, they gave us a head with hair on it and the additional hat that actually has hair molded onto it. This one appears to just be the head with the hair already on under the hat. This one never made any sense to me, but whatever. On the back of the package, as you can see, we've got our file card. Very lackluster because they decided to do all the multi-language stuff on there, which I don't have a problem with the multi-language, but I would have liked to have had a full file card with all their information. But that's not what we got. And then, of course, we have cross-sell art, and this is an old figure, so it still is not showing the gung-ho or Destro in there like it was some kind of surprise, like no one could figure out what those mysterious silhouettes were. But yeah, let's go ahead and get her out of this package slash card slash whatever you want to call it. I always just say unboxing, just because it's a general term. So if you're ever wondering why I'm opening carded figures and I say unboxing, you never hear anybody say uncarding and review. They just say unboxing and review. So just to clear that up, let's go ahead and get it out here. My least favorite of the artwork that I've seen so far. I don't really care anything about this card. She does come with the cheap plastic stand. And I'll say that this one looks a little flatter on the finish versus the other ones that I have that are a little more glossy. But it's still the cheap same plastic. All right, let's get her out. And they did use that same head from that first figure. Look at that. Why? Why did they do that? I'm going to go ahead and put it on the stand here. And this is probably why you see this figure in discount stores and Walmart trying to give them away. Yeah, so yeah, they did the same thing with this one. Which, what was the point? What was the point in putting this figure in the package and not even giving us the secondary hair where we could have the have her without the hat? That's why people are so cynical about the toy industry, because they do crap like that. It's cheap. And she doesn't even fit on the peg stands. What is that about? Good Lord. All right, I got 1 foot in, and that's really all I'm going to do. Let's see. How is our articulation? Double jointed elbows. Now, this one was kept in the house, so she wasn't even like in a cold temperature, but still very stiff. Double jointed knees. Not really much of an ab crunch to discuss. You got fairly decent movement on the head, only limited by the collar on her shirt, her jacket, or jumpsuit, or whatever this is that she's wearing. All right, I'm going to lower the camera down a little bit so it's a little more in view. All right, so the accessories that she comes with, like I said before, she's got her camera. Which actually has the lens painted black. That's a surprising touch. She's got a backpack. There's her gun. And let's see, she does come with a knife, which I'm going to have to cut that out because it's got the tape over it. And that is not the easiest to get out of there. There we go, a little dagger. So let's see, do we have, yeah, so the dagger can go right here in a little sheath on the front. And let's see, this, it's what, like a spear gun? And then I guess this is, if you want to take this out, I don't know. Or does it go on? Oh no, you can put it on the other end of this where she can hold it like a, I don't know, maybe I'm completely wrong here. But I thought these are two separate things. I'll see if I can figure that out. Let's go ahead and put her backpack on. Nothing special about the backpack. And let's see, you can hang this on her shoulder. I'm just going to slide it right over the gun. There's her camera. Let's try again to get that foot in the peg hole. No, that just doesn't want to work. These are terrible stands. I think the McFarlane stands, as bad as they are, might actually be better than this. So let me try. You know what? I don't have one of the McFarlane stands handy, but I do have one of these. This is like a third-party stand. Buddy loaned me one to try out. And no, it doesn't fit her either. Well, we're just going to try to go without a stand because I think it's just making things worse. I guess it's like a spear gun. I don't really understand what's going on with this weapon. I guess I got to go back and watch the cartoons or something to figure that out. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and bring in, here's our original version. As you see, she's got all of these different spears and tips, and I don't know what you call them, in her backpack. I'll go ahead and get this one out of the box and we'll take a look. All right, so I got another one out, and I'm starting to notice a few differences. Let's see. So with the original one, we do have the same dagger. It's just solid black, but it does fit right in the little sheath right on the front. So I thought I would try this one out on the stand, and that's when I noticed that the holes are in different spots on the bottom of the boots. And I'm hoping that the light will show you that the retro version, it's on the heel, and the first classified version, it's actually on the more towards the toe, which is a strange change up for these figures. I guess since they were including a stand with this one, even though the stand doesn't work very well, they did that. And let's go ahead and put the hat version on our first classified. Yeah, they don't really look that much different. So, yeah, so just giving her a little makeup on this new figure, is, I guess, was their idea of an upgraded classic version of Lady Jaye. I don't know. It doesn't. Neither one of them really want to stand that great. This one is because it's balanced with that gun. So let's try it with this one as well. And see, on the original one, you actually put the tips on the spears. Yeah, go ahead and fall on over. That's fine. If you can. There we go. Now, I'm not going to lie. I really could care less about either one of these. I always liked Lady Jaye as a character. And even the original figure, I liked. But as far as figures are concerned, these two, not even anywhere near close to being one of my favorite G.I. Joes. I think the Zorana, as far as the female characters, is probably my favorite so far. I mean, I love Scarlet, and I love Baroness. But as far as an action figure, the Zorana has the coolest sculpt. So yeah, so here we have our two side by side. And as you can see, this first version has the camera built into the backpack, which honestly makes more sense than that. She does have the separate hair, which I want to try the hair from the first version onto the carded version. And it actually works because it is the same exact head sculpt. You just don't get it with the carded. It's so dumb. There's so many of these things that this is the epitome of a cash grab. We're going to give you the same figure in a repaint. We're going to take away all the extra stuff and charge you the same amount. Yeah. Thanks, Hasbro. Of course, their poor decision-making might be why they just had to lay off over 1,000 employees, and they're suffering tons of losses, and they're closing one of their locations. Has nothing to do with the fact that they've gotten really bad with some of their toy making, and they have to rely on crowdfunding to get things like the Hiss Tank out. But that's another video. So yeah, what do you think? Do you think the regular classified version was fine the way it was? Or do you prefer the carded version? Because honestly, other than a little bit of paint and just a little bit of makeup on the face, I don't really see a whole lot of difference as far as the quality of the figure. I don't think either one of them's great, but I don't think that one is any better than this one. Yeah, she stands very well, by the way. So yeah, sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think of Lady Jaye in the classified line. Yeah, it's a Lady Jaye figure. Nothing exciting. It's sad though, because she's a great character. Just apparently not a good classified figure. Now I know there's probably going to be people who love Lady Jaye and this is their favorite figure, and oh my God, they've done 15 different upgrades to make it the perfect figure. You know what? I don't mind custom figures. I think there's definitely a lot of fun you can do with a custom figure. But the figures should be good when we get them. We shouldn't have to do so many upgrades to make it the figure that we want. Hasbro should do it right the first time. And quit all these re-releases and repaints to fix their mistakes. Just give us what we want. So yeah, that's my take on Lady Jaye. I don't hate either of them. I don't love either of them. I don't really think that one's better than the other. So yeah, sound off, comments, let me know what you think on this. Give video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.